Crybaby, get my headphones on or? Okay.
I wanted to talk to you. Do you remember in 2024, there was the Mokele Mbembe expedition by Nate Richardson and a couple of his friends? A lot of claims were made after that there were, yeah, thank you, Ken. A lot of claims were made that they went there and they interviewed a bunch of people who had seen the creature. They even ran into the guy out in the middle of nowhere who the National Geographic article had mentioned. So have you seen anything about that expedition yet? Any photos or video?
Not. Joseph, who were the guys
Bless
that
you.
went over there last year? And
Yeah, that was Nate Richardson.
that was Nate. I have not. I do know this. That swamp is bigger than bigger than Alabama. That one swamp, the Lickawalla Swamp, it is 80% unexplored, and the Congo government will not let you go in there to many places because they know you're gonna call for a rescue. It's gonna cost them a bunch of money to go rescue people out of there. Like people don't go to Antarctica for the same reason. So, no, I've not seen.
Do you think there's a creature out there?
I think there is, certainly. Do you think it's impossible for there to be one?
Well, there would need to be like a population of them, which would make them more easily spotted. And, you know,
not necessarily.
They would have had to survive. They would have, I'm sorry, they would have had to have survived 65 million years as a viable population.
There you go. There's your problem.
So, well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you how I understand things, but you know, why wouldn't we have heard anything about that expedition? Why wouldn't they have released anything about it?
I don't know. Did you hear I stubbed my toe last week?
Well, I mean, you did host them on your show at least 2 or 3 times.
So therefore, it's my responsibility to follow up on all
that? It's not your responsibility, but I know that, I mean, you guys were asking for donations for this expedition, and you think that they would be responsible to come back and at least tell what they found, right?
Okay. Hang on, Joseph.
Yeah, we've had them back twice, actually.
We've had them back twice.
Yeah, and then one of them came here for boot camp, actually. He didn't speak, but he was here during boot camp.
Yeah, so if they went there and didn't see one, does that prove it doesn't exist?
No, but okay, I just want to see their trip and see who they interviewed and that kind of thing, because you know, I'm interested.
Okay. You have an email for them, Joseph? Do they have a website?
You know, I think I did even try to contact them at one point after they were on your show, but I never received a response. But I can try again. It's just, to me, it's a little strange that they would raise thousands of dollars and not provide something to the people that donated to their expedition. That's all.
That's a great point. I think the people who want to raise billions of dollars to teach evolution should be providing some evidence for it.
Can I mention one more thing that you had a slide of just today was the Koso artifact, Ken?
1961. 3 friends found a geode. They thought it was full of crystals, but when they cut it open, their saw blade broke. Inside was porcelain and a magnetic metal core. X-rays revealed the truth. It was a 1920s Champion spark plug.
Do you know the spark plug that's encased? You know, I don't believe that photo was of the Koso artifact. I think they showed that inside a geode, but really the spark plug, the 1920 spark plug, was found inside a concretion, which can be pretty quickly formed in certain environments.
Sure, I understand. Yeah, I had on my desk. You took them to the science center. I had 2 spark plugs here. The guy found in. He just sent them to me last week. I forget from where. Yeah, it's happened quite often. So if Nate goes back to the Congo and catches Mokele Mbembe and brings him and puts him at Dinosaur Adventureland,
well, I wouldn't want to take him out of his home.
Oh, it's okay. No, if they catch one and bring it here and you come and see it, what are you going to say about it? That one survived for 70 million years?
Yeah, that there was a viable population.
Okay.
that there
You
was
are
a
not
viable
capable-
population.
You're not capable
There are
of
species
thinking outside
discovered.
the box.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ken.
Okay, well, they found coelacanth. After they said it had been dead for 70 million years, they found a population of those in the Indian Ocean. And guess what? They're
Right.
saying, wow, they survived for 70 million. They won't give up on the theory.
They hadn't
Well,
discovered it up till then. So,
Right.
of course, they hadn't. So there were a
see,
viable population of coelacanths for that
right,
long of
I
a
think it's
time.
right. No, not for that long of a time. There was a viable population of coelacanths. And I think there's a viable population of Mokele Mbembe. The swamp is 80% unexplored, as bigger than Alabama. That's a big swamp.
Okay, but
And-
you also believe in the Loch Ness Monster, which is in a completely different environment. And
True.
not only would you need a population of those animals, but they're reptiles, right? So they would have to come up for air every whatever amount of time per day.
11, I should watch my video number 3. 11,000 people have sworn that they saw the Loch Ness Monster. Now, maybe they were drunk or maybe they saw a floating log. But when 11,000 people claim something, at least we're looking at their claim, I think.
Yeah, I think their claim has been looked at. Yeah.
Okay, well, in your
I think their
mind,
claim
it's
has been
already
looked at.
closed. Dinosaur, you got a worldview that you will not change. Dinosaurs lived millions of years ago.
I just don't see the evidence for it apart from birds.
If you saw the evidence, if somebody caught one and brought it back alive and you could go pet it and ride it around Dinosaur Adventureland, you still would cling to your theory. I promise you would.
What theory would I cling to?
That you believe they lived millions of years ago and one just happened to survive. Population survived.
Well, not just one, a population of them would have.
Right, that's what I said.
And it would have been studied by science if that was the case, and there was a population of plesiosaurs in the Congo. They would be studied by science, and it would be well understood how they survived.
So Loch Ness is 900 feet deep. Okay. It's a huge lake. Okay. And there are underwater caves into the mountains on both sides of Loch Ness. Maybe they go up under and come in an air pocket. Where they
I don't know that those have been well documented, those caves. And,
okay.
I'd like to see a map, because those would be able to be mapped by geophysical techniques, I would imagine.
They mapped every square inch of the world, no question about that.
We know that there's no salt water, I believe, from the ocean that's getting into the lake. So it is a landlocked lake.
Right. I agree with that. As far as I know,
Okay.
I'm not aware of any salt. I agree.
Well,
Okay.
thank you, Kent. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, thank you and I'm glad you're doing well. And
I just got phlegm on the uvula. I would suggest, though, that you give up on that theory before you die.
Okay. I'll think about it. Thank you, Kent. Good discussion.
You're welcome.